Okay, so I said test everything, and it would be interesting to see who caught some errors that I actually had because I had some. Matter of fact, I'm recording from the present semester as we come into week 9 because when I was looking at my week 9 code, I found errors. So this is part of just doing more coding. Okay, so what we're going to do here, and I would actually challenge you to say, hey, you can attempt this on your own, see if you can find them. And maybe what you're starting to notice is as you see me miss things or do things improper, you may be just already naturally doing them. And if you're not, this is just that point of check, especially on the ones that we're getting ready to move in where it's relative or repetitive, it's prone to errors. Okay, so I'm going to bring up and show you what I fixed on this code. And I'm going to show you in a way that maybe you haven't seen inside of VS Code, and it's a nice feature to know about. I'd already made the changes, but what you can do here is you can see I'm in week 9 and I have 3 files that have been modified. Okay, so that's one thing is I know, and I went ahead and coded these and I thought, well, I'm going to show them this way. But here's the other thing. Notice if you ever have noticed that there is a little indicator on the side of the line here. And in this case, I had forgotten to add household purchases points. Now, the way I can show you that was true is when I click here, okay, what is nice about this is it shows me like here's what it was before and now here's the change, the update that I did. So institute this change and know that, and this is talking about local changes to the working tree. So this means I have changes that I haven't committed yet and haven't, of course, pushed, but of course I haven't committed them. And you do get a little diagram. If you ever get into this situation and you want to revert the change, you can do that here as well. Okay, so I forgot to add that into the total. The next one was inform handler. This one was kind of interesting. As I come down here, I'll show you, where is it at? Yeah, right here. Was that I had checked here. I had checked and not checked. So what that means is that is not a correct attribute for a box. So it wasn't updating it. It was captured in my entry, but it wasn't handling the update. Okay. All right. So now I think I have 2 in my, right. So again, make that change. And then displayed results, I had 1 at the top on line 16 where I had put footprint twice. Okay. So I think that is the only change there is I had footprint display. And if you go down here, I had actually I had household twice instead of home size on the second one. This is just a output, not a logical and by the way, none of these caused actual hard issues, meaning hard break or broke my code. It was just not outputting what I know it needed to. So this is just syntax, but I mean, this is an important part of our code is being able to output the correct thing. And then the last one I had here was where I did the same thing. Actually, that error I showed you above, the issue above was actually creating. I did have the reference, but it just wasn't correct, meaning the syntax of it wasn't consistent with what we had. So it actually worked, but it wasn't syntactically correct because we're following a certain pattern. Okay, so be interesting for you on this one to actually give me a comment on your submission if you had seen any of these when coding. And if you hadn't, I don't change the grade. It's just for you to let me know if you found these before I showed them to you. Okay, so now what you would do here is go ahead and no comments are needed, right? You can attempt this on your own, but do make sure you have fixed those and put household purchases error fixed on your commit message, and then you can go ahead and submit this. your commit history for 9, and then it's time to sign up for the technical interview. Again, watch the video. You don't have to do it immediately, but the sooner the better. All right, have a good one. See you later.